Hello, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Dano Crypto. On this channel, we show you guys how to make simple, effective, and easy moves in the cryptocurrency ecosystem. So I want you guys to do some housekeeping. Make sure when you first come in, you hit the like button immediately, because then that gets the push into the algorithm. They will unshadow ban us, and they will give us the lucky charm. So let's get just right into it, guys. So we have some really interesting things hitting the news. If you guys are familiar with Kim.com, so Kim.com came out and said that a CTO of Palantir responds, Trump said Hillary would get arrested. My Seth Rich evidence is on X. What credibility does Mueller still have after Russiagate? Man, okay. So here's the deal. Kim.com is basically saying that Palantir was information was completely leaked out. Okay. And then he said, this is maybe the most important post you'll ever read because it provides a simple explanation about why our world is being destroyed by design. And this is with the help of possibly Palantir. And this is crazy. So we got to get to the original post. Let's see. We got to find that original post because this is pretty crazy. Yeah, Kim.com is going hard. There we go. Here it is. Excuse me. Breaking. Palantir was allegedly hacked. An AI agent was used to gain super user access, and here's what the hackers allegedly found. Peter Thiel and Alex Karp commit mass surveillance of world leaders and titans of industries on massive scale because they're able to have the chat records, all these different inside data to be able to use and send it to either, to whoever's paying for it. They have thousands of hours of transcribed and searchable conversations with Donald Trump, JD Vance, and Elon Musk. They have backdoored the devices, so cars, jets of world leaders, and have accumulated the biggest archive of blackmail material in history. Now, this kind of sounds familiar because this is essentially what the e-files are with Epstein and all this stuff, is that they've gathered all of this incriminating evidence and all of this blackmail content to be able to have against everyone. And it keeps the web of deception going. So, and you can't really tell who's behind it all, because then you have all these different people. You got Epstein, you got Diddy, you got Jay-Z. You have all of these characters and all the big people also in the media industry, these CEOs, and the people that are basically, farming these people, getting all of the actors and these celebrities to kind of take part into it, and they're kind of part of the game. Man, it's hard to track down. But what's interesting is this all is kind of coming back and tying into crypto, because then Jeffrey Epstein is being called as the creator of Bitcoin. He's the reason Bitcoin was created or even got to where it was. But I think that might just be a psyop within a psyop within a psyop, because think about the outrage of what's been happening with the files, and you just don't want to be even associated with anything that has to do with the files. And so you would think, okay, well, if Jeffrey Epstein was, quote, the creator of Bitcoin, then what are you not gonna buy it? Is it still sound money? What is it? Because cash, technically we did create cash. Someone created cash, and the Federal Reserve created these dollar notes, these Federal Reserve notes, and we use it every single day. We use the digital dollar and cash every day. And we don't ask questions of like who it was in bed with. We don't ask cash like, hey, who used you? All right, well then I'm not going to use. So it's not really. So that's the whole thing where I feel like the psyop is happening with all of this, because what is this going to do? Is it bringing the mark as a zero? Well, no, it's not. So, but we want to explain what happened on Valentine's Day. So on Valentine's Day, we had a massive surge of Pepe. And for the weeks building up to it, for this 30% pump, and it's 30%'s nothing, I mean, we've seen we've seen these coins do 50%, 60% on dailies. And then also at the end of the month or whatever it is, the month or 2 month run that these things end up having, they end up hundreds of percent to the upside. So it's the now is the time where you pay attention, not when they've already completed the 600% run, because these coins have been down so much that going up 30% is nothing. I mean, we could continue to keep hitting these levels, and it's just like Bitcoin, you know. But Pepe had a massive surge in the crypto Twitter posts, just sentiment for Pepe. And we were feeling it, but we've been bullish Pepe for years. We've talked about it for a long time. We think it's going to be the Dogecoin of this particular cycle for meme coins. And I think right behind it is going to be things like Ticker Bitcoin, Wojak, MOG, SPX 6900, the community coins that come in hard on ETH as ETH mainnet. Because this is our thesis still for this particular portion of the market, is that yes, we have the Bitcoin market, capital market, we have the ETH capital market, institutions coming in, ETFs, all those things that are as forward focused macro of how our new money system is going to be running on Bitcoin and Ethereum with stable coins. That's it, done. I mean, that's it. It's pretty much it's the writing's on the wall. So do you invest now? No, like feeling this and not waiting till you get confirmation that that's what it is at 100K again, or whatever it is, 6K ETH. Because when Bitcoin's back at 100K and ETH is at 6K, Wojak and Pepe, Ticker Bitcoin, Doge, all of these things are going to be way past an entry of what you could have gotten. Now, it's not financial advice, it's just the facts. I mean, it's just this is what is happening. And so right now, you're going to either make a choice to be bearish, or you make a choice to be bullish, or you make a choice to be on the sidelines. And so that's up to you. So what I'm doing is I'm choosing to just not be on the sidelines. Institutions have been on the sidelines for a while, and retail's not even coming into crypto at all. And there's reasons for it. Bad marketing. It's not, and the price is also a good marketing aspect. When price is good, that's real good marketing, because when price looks good, people buy. You know? So this is where we're at right now. So let's look at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin and Pepe just was moving up. I mean, we really had a nice weekend push. So we want to look and see how that looked on the chart, on the daily, because you can see here we had Friday was actually good. Friday the 13th was a green day, and then Valentine's Day also was a green day as well. So we just had 2 green days, but now we're following it with some two red days because we went down consolidated. We did take profits at the top for our trades, because we had Doge, Bitcoin, ETH, and Pepe trades open for this particular run, where we had some volume come in, and we had a lot of shorts build up too. So we had a lot of shorts that were building up that got liquidated. I think a lot of market participants were wanting to get more, lower prices, and the shorts got smacked, and it pretty much sent the market flying up into this resistance point. You can see the order block right at 70, so couldn't hold the 70. But I think if we can hold through the first couple days here, the markets, in terms of the traditional markets, are closed on a holiday. It's President's Day, but for crypto, it's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So we're still going to get some trading action, some trading volume, and maybe some moves potentially to some next resistance points where, we have the 76,000 level marked here. That's a key level. But then we also have a level above that, which is the CME gap. And we're curious if we'll end up getting potentially close to that gap before we end up going to, let's see, some other areas right here, because you can see where we had some support built up heavy right here in the mid 50s, high 50s. It wicked down here really fast, so it didn't really do a consolidation, kind of down slow. It wicked. It just went boom. So this is why some traders think we could still try and touch this again, one more grab, and then we kind of fly off to the races. So One observation for this is this picture right here. This analyst, Crypto Patel, said, when we have this top trend line, we touch the top trend line from 2018. So if you're on like a log chart, 2-week chart, this is the Bitstamp chart as well. You can see where we have that line. And this is a very similar area, similar line that we've marked as well as what could bring us down a average of 77%. 60%. We said, look, we've done 55%. We're already in a part of a 55% drawdown to the wick. Could we do a 70 and touch this line? And it would be, it's possible. It's definitely possible. Then doing that 70 would be bringing us down to that line, the red line. So the red line would be that ultimate support to send us flying, but it also would destroy the alts. The altcoin market would just get absolutely destroyed again. And some will not come back. That's the truth. If Bitcoin goes down to here, there's going to be altcoins that won't come back. They will not come back. They will die, and they will cease to exist. This is meme coins. This is even your fundamental projects that were posting on the timeline. Hey, we're even hiring people. We're hiring builders, and then like weeks later they announce that they're done and they're ceasing operations. And you're like, what? You were just saying you were gonna and did a coding competition or a hackathon, and then now you're gone. That's what happens in crypto. It's just like weeks later, you're stood up. So just be prepared that there are going to be weak projects. If Bitcoin loses these levels and ends up going down here, they're going to get cooked. They're going to get toast. And if you're holding any of these things, you're going to see your portfolio go down a lot, and it's going to be scary because those things might not come back. Now, that's just the truth. Now, what has strength while Bitcoin and things are going down? Well, ironically, it's the meme coins. It's things like Pepe. It's things like Doge. That's actually what is gaining a lot of traction during times when things are not looking at it's just confusing. And we still stick by that. And the reason why is because when we look at the BTC ratios for some of these meme coins like Doge BTC, we see it's just a matter of time before it pops into these levels. You look at the weekly chart, and you can see where the whales have been wanting to use some of their BTC to not miss the opportunity to get into the meme run as well. And so we want to show you the Pepe BTC ratio chart on Bitfinex. This one is insane. Now, this chart, no one's showing you, no one's telling you. I showed you, I made a video on it, and that YouTube showed like 5 people because they suck. And everywhere else that I put content, you guys are terrible at pushing my stuff. I talk about Pepe, and it's one of the things that did the best out of the weekend, out of everything, while you're getting shilled garbage. You're in all these groups that are shilling you stupid stuff from Pump Fund. Who cares? That stuff is going to die. Yeah, you could probably get a quick flip, but like, what's your percentage rate? It's very low. But with things like Pepe, where the actual whales are buying this, that hold millions and millions of dollars of BTC, they don't touch Pump Fund. They're buying Pepe and SHIB and Doge and things like that. So that's why I'm talking about it. And I was talking about it weeks ago. And I made the video. I'll show you. Show you the damn video. I don't know why I got to do this. This is crazy. Showed you the trading level, showed you all the stuff. Everything has been shown. But they don't want you to see it. For some reason. They don't want you to see it. And it's a damn shame. Check it out. This was 8 days ago. It's Pepe season. Price prediction. Look at the chart. This is the weekly chart. Look, a week ago, right here, boom, bull flag on the ratio chart. No one else is showing you this. And the target still stands. So it's just a shame, honestly. It's a shame. It's a shame because look, they're gonna throw this out to 3 people, and it's a damn shame. But yeah, so what we did is we were very, very robotic with our with taking our profits. So we're using Fulcrum, and we over the past week we've this past week we realized 246, not too bad, and then over the past few weeks, about 2.5 weeks, 323 average win rate 76%. And over the past month, 76%, and we're in the top 800 of the Fulcrum ranking traders, and we're really loving this platform. We really like it. We were actually having a lot of fun. We were able to do everything on chain, DeFi, and we as we made profits and we wanted to move it around, we used VVS Finance, and we used VVS Finance for moving the money cross chain from wrapped Ethereum to then Ethereum straight onto Base or ETH mainnet. Then I was able to DCA right into Wojak and Pepe, and be able to then directly from VVS Finance, I bridged my profits to Linea USDC and was able to use it on chain with my debit card, Apple Pay, in seconds. So you can do this all on chain, all DeFi. You don't have to use a bank. You don't have to use a centralized exchange. And I was able to do everything on chain in seconds. And the bridge worked in seconds. I saw it arrive, boom, boom, done. I didn't even have to do a add or top up my wallet for my debit card for crypto. I just bridged the USDC, and it immediately was available, and I went boom. Who's showing you that? They're not, no one. So this is the thing, you want to learn crypto and DeFi. It's not just about number go up. It's about actually knowing how to use it and become your own bank, and you are the custodian. You're not letting the banks and all the systems and all this stuff take your money, and they're taking the percentages and stuff like that. Yeah, that's old freaking news. We're using the new money system. This is the new money system. So use it and then watch crypto go up. So that's the difference. You guys crying about crypto prices and complaining, the number it's so bearish, but then you're not using crypto. You're still using the old banking system. So if you're watching this and you're still continuing to do it, yeah, you got to do it with some things, but eventually you have to just be like, let me just use crypto. Let me just use it and watch number go up. Because that's called on-chain metrics. That's called actual flow through of capital. That's what's going to move these markets. That's what's going to move the damn needle up. Okay? That's what's going to start moving that sentiment up. This is what Liberty Swap is building, I think, right in the back end, is and also with this whole thing about privacy, you could literally just use a privacy protocol like Liberty Swap that built-in railgun. You can literally just click private. Why doesn't any of the swaps? All of the swaps should have this option. So this is the future of finance. No more banks. We don't have to use them. We don't have to use centralized exchanges. We don't have to be succumb to when things get bad. We are the ones that end up suffering. We can't withdraw, deposit. Even Coinbase recently, there was nothing even going on, and you couldn't withdraw, deposit, or do anything at all for hours. And same thing happened with Binance. And it's always the perfect time where the market's doing something, and you can't move, you can't do anything, can't do your trades, can't do anything, and you're supposed to give them your trust and your money. Absolutely not. No, We are DeFi. That's what crypto is all about. And we forget it. And that's what we're going to teach on this channel. And I don't give a shit what anyone else says. I'm doing it. Like that is the real alpha is DeFi. That is what crypto is all about. We've been convinced that we need to put our money just like in the banks do for all these big exchanges. And look what they do to us. And it's a shame because it's like, look, you know what I get most of the time when people talk to me about crypto just happened to me the other day. Someone got referred to me because they got scammed in crypto because they thought they were putting their money on an exchange. No one taught them that they could just have it cold storage or on your freaking phone through MoonPay or something, even MoonPay, Mercurio, whatever it is. Get sent crypto directly to your wallet. You have a seed phrase. Get taught about the seed phrase. That's your password. All this stuff needs to be taught still. Because that's all I hear constantly is people getting scammed because they think they're putting their money on an exchange or whatever it is. And then even if the exchange is, quote, reputable, then something bad happens. They can't get it out. And then you're a creditor now. Now you're a creditor in a court case. So it's like, it's wild. It's crazy. But yeah, pay attention to the ratio charts. It's where it's at. Pay attention to these ratio charts because it's really gonna change how you view altcoins and what actually is good to hold during these times. Not enough. Like crypto doesn't, the influencers and the content creators or the KOLs, we're so focused on farming people all the time and trying to like get engagement, but not one time do really people focus on protecting their community and telling them about the truth and just telling them the truth. Like, I'm a person that I think I can get money in other places. I really can. And it's not from leading my community down a road that's a false hope, but whatever. They're only going to send this to 3 people anyway. So, but hope you guys have a good day. Thanks for tuning in on this fine Monday, President's Day. And go and check out all of the content that we've released recently. I think it shows that I do have a pretty good track record and instinct and intuition on the market. Sad that they don't show it to people. Maybe they will. Look, 8 days ago, talked about Pepe. Let's see. Let's go back and I'll show you other videos that we did recently where most of the things that we were talking about have come to pass. Even the silver call was crazy. Look, the silver call was crazy. That was a month ago and we called the prices perfect. Dead on. We really truly believe that the Pepe call, the signals right now for everything moving to ETH mainnet and Pepe absorbing a lot of that, it's everywhere. It's so hard to ignore for me. And I don't think it's like where it's like, okay, once you buy a car and then you start seeing that same car all over the place because now like it's in your awareness. It's not like that. I think it's just, this is real. This is like a real actual like surge into the awareness of Pepe. I mean, look, Banksy did a Pepe recently. We've had Pepe in every meme, funny video that the White House or the president is posting on either Truth Social. Elon Musk went full Pepe mode last year. I mean, the Pepe has been the actual account has been posting a lot more. They burned supply recently. So there's definitely something going on. Yeah, and I don't want to ignore it, and I definitely, like I said on this channel, we want to be in the Pepe long. I mean, that's the one that we think is going to be the most legendary trade that you could possibly do, is the Dogecoin long and the Pepe long, because once the train starts flying down the tracks, yeah. It's just, it might get a little out of control, but like I said, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be a little tricky to catch. And look, we got to have assets. We got to have meme assets. We have to have hard assets. We just have to have whatever type of asset is going to have the most asymmetrical upside. Because while real estate and all these things are getting cooked, actually holding anything that has to do with the dollar is getting cooked. A lot of real estate people are pivoting into even selling their real estate out to get Bitcoin and digital assets and start going into that type of business model. Yeah. Bitmine invested $500 million into Beast Industries, like the Mr. Beast company, to set up like an ETH, like basically like help them set up an ETH money treasury, like with Mr. Beast. They're probably gonna incorporate a whole, like, you know, basically crypto infrastructure for that company. So we definitely want to continue to be bullish, but we just want to be, you know, still a little cautious, but we are a little bit irresponsibly, you know, bullish and long, but that's okay. But all right, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. Hope to see you soon.